What's up, everybody? Andrew here with Astro Trends. If you're new to the channel, what we do here is combine astrological forecasting with traditional trend analysis to speculate on price movements in crypto and stock markets. So taking a look at Palantir here, we had a pretty down day. Let's see, down about 7%. In our last update, we talked about having entered a choppy area here with lots of resistance and support in the past. So we expected to be bouncing around here a bit. So far, the downtrend has been more severe than we expected, more sudden, but it's not really an alarming drop at this point. The levels we want to watch out for is like this range over here where we made these lows. Could drop a few more in there, but that's kind of the bottom there. We definitely don't want to fall. If we fall hard, which I don't expect, but if we keep falling hard like this, we don't want to lose this level here at around 1750. A bounce at around 2120 would be pretty healthy. It's not really a head and shoulders pattern, but it's kind of got that characteristic. You have these previous higher lows, and then you dip down and make your head like a lower low. So we can expect like this portion over here playing out symmetrically with respect to this bottom here. So making some dips as we move up towards these targets here that we dropped around August 4th and August 23rd. But take a look at the astrology in a second and correlate it to those astrological indicators to the price action we're seeing here, and get into our analysis with this dip. And I wouldn't really. It's not so. It's a big dip for one day, or a significant dip for a daily candle. So let's take a look at yesterday. So the main significant transit here that seems to be playing out is, we talked about this in the last video, the sun is now making its oppositions to, or it's not exact yet, it's coming in to make oppositions to this Jupiter, Pluto, Saturn stellium, which was problematic when Mars and Venus passed through this area in the last months. You know, we had that was our marked our top here, and through that whole area we made our way down to this bottom. So we were anticipating some struggling, some downward price action as the sun progressed through this area, and we'll also have Mercury in the next weeks coming through in those same areas, those same transits. And in the very near term, on the 9th, we're going to have a new moon. So an even more charged sun here, starting a new cycle as the moon passes over it, making that opposition here. So we could see more down days ahead. With the sun, with the price action being so negative with these transits, it is concerning that Mercury is now making its way through this area, or will be through most of the rest of July. The one mitigating factor, though, is that Venus is approaching a conjunction with its natal point, Venus. And that's close. It's an out of sign, but it's a close opposition to Jupiter. So it's very a bullish axis here, as opposed to this Jupiter-Pluto-Saturn axis, very bearish. So if we see lots of more downward momentum coming down here, depending on wherever we find support, I will be expecting to see the worst of that by July 20th. And although the price action has been worse than I was anticipating, not that this really isn't so bad. I mean, we could see a recovery here in just a matter of days, but with those other bearish transits coming through, we do want to keep an eye on support here and make sure we don't fall through this bottom here. And ideally, we want to stay above this $21 zone, because we still have a lot of bearishness or bearish indicators to bearish transits to push through. in the coming weeks through till the end of July. But as we get into August, we have Venus approaching the Sun-Venus midpoint, which is nice. And we have trine, positive aspect to this the sore point here that's been hurting us so much. So that's nice. Kind of a like reconciliation with this energy after all these oppositions with Venus, Mars, Mercury, Sun all coming through Cancer in the last couple of months. And as we push further, it's basically all the planets that moved through this negative bearish zone now passing over Venus, passing over the midpoint, conjuncting the Sun over here as we move into later August. And these are dates here that we've dropped ahead. Around the 23rd of August, 21st of August, we have a mutual conjunction here with Venus conjuncting natal Sun and Sun conjuncting natal Venus, with Mercury at the midpoint. So we're still bullish on Palantir in the midterm here. We just want to, you know, as far as entries go and that sort of thing, we want to keep an eye on these supports here. We don't want to go too low. Be nice to keep this $21 level of support as we push onward to these targets later in August. So keep an eye out for our updates. Keep an eye on these levels, and like and subscribe. Not financial advice as always, but give a like and subscribe if you found this helpful. Thanks.